Welcome back to South Garda Karting here in Lenato. And the heat races are done. So now we move on to the super heats. Not really a heat race, not really a pre-final, somewhere in between. We're down to the final 68. And we have the super heats, extended race distance. And the finals this afternoon. Basically, we're going to decide the grids for the final with an emphasis, a combination on the results of the super heats and the heats that we've held up to this point. Thank you for joining us on the official website of southgardakarting.it as you look at Leandro Anderuti from Switzerland, just 14 years of age. Well, he may have had a birthday. Either way, he's a young driver. He's a star for the Lanari racing team. He starts out a pole position 2-2-4. Luigi Carluccio con il suo meccanico, lo zio. I suoi genitori, Laura e Sassà, stanno guardando dal giù maglie in Puglia. Kirill Small, the Russian for Ward Racing. Right behind him, triple to the Finn Rasmus Yudsimis. This is the grid for OK Super Heat 1. Sebastian Garda, the Dane, also for Ward Racing. Bastian Boos, RS Competition from Denmark. Starts out of grid number 11. 13, I should say, behind him is Lorenzo Fluxa from Mallorca in the middle of the Mediterranean. That is Gabriel Bortoletto, the boy from Brazil. And right behind him, Maya Veg for the Richard Mill Young Talent Academy. Angus Mulstale from Great Britain. Mikhail Holgard. Tikon Karitnov for Forza Racing. Igor Litvinenko, Pascal Van Almen. There's Litvinenko, the Russian in the CRG. Pascal Van Almen just behind. The driver from just north of the border in Switzerland. That's the left side of the grid. The karts come out onto the circuit. Thank you for joining us, Ian Sylvester, your commentator for this, the 24th running of the Winter Cup here in the sunshine. OK Super Heat 1. We saw the left side of the grid. But on pole is JT from MK, Joseph Turney from Milton Keynes in the United Kingdom in the 273 Tony kart. A spectacular day here in northern Italy. The OK Super Heat 1 to be held over 15 laps. Out onto the circuit. Temperature going into the Bridgestone tyres. 15 laps, the OK Super Heat. What a magnificent complex this is. Look at the rubber that has been painted onto this 1.2 kilometre circuit. This is the grid. We saw the right side of the grid. Anderuti, Coluccio, Morgato. Joseph Turney, though, the Brit is on pole, ahead of the Swedes. Plural, Beganovic in Milel. Disregard the Italian flag. He is from Sweden. He's racing on an Italian licence. Right behind him is Kajaski, David Levinsky. Starting alongside Rasmus Yudsimis on the 5th row of the grid. So a combination of the heats held up until this point. And the results of this slightly longer super heat race. 15 laps, as you can see, the cut through the new part of the circuit, which will be immediately closed off after the start. They come up to the line. Joseph Turney in the Tony kart goes into the lead easily. Anderuti has missed the start badly as they go down through his turns number 1 and 2 safely for the first time. You're watching live on the official Facebook page of South Garda Karting. Oh, one kart has gone round the 247 Kart Republic. Oh no, that is Leonardo Bertini Cola. Fortunately, he was not collected, but he will try and restart at the very back of the field and get some points, at least from this. This is the race leader. This is Joseph Turney. Great start into second spot by Dino Beganovic for Ward Racing. Noah Milel, the Swede, right there. There is Bertini Cola going round. The Italian did not restart. He's out. How lucky was he? The rest of the field did avoid him. They come across the line for the first time. Turning from Beganovic, Noah Milel, Leandro for the Lanari Racing team. Back in position number 4, the black cart. Head of Luigi Coluccio. Matias Morgato, one of 2 Brazilian drivers in this field. Morgato 7th, Bortoleto in position number 10. There's Maya there going through. She's lost a few places. Fighting there with Federico Albanese, Sebastian Ogar, Dilano Vantov, Kobe Powles in the RS cart. So the battle just behind the leading group. That's David Levinsky, the Dutchman, has been impressive. So Leandro Andaruti, side by side on the outside with Luigi Coluccio. Nervous stuff there. Matias Morgato also in this battle just ahead. Here's Noe Milel. There's Morgato going through right behind him. Here's Levinsky, Small, Catanini, Bortoleto. 2 of the Brazilians inside the top 10. Morgato, the 220 Tony Kart, goes down the hill now. And a glimpse of Eduardo Villa in the TB kart. Head of Maya Veg, 226, the girl from the Netherlands who lives in Spain, running inside the top 15 for the Richard Mill Young Talent Academy. Her first race ever in the senior OK category. Levinsky coming across the line. Very, very wide indeed. Wheel to wheel with Denny Catanini, 231 for the Alto Europeo team. So there is Bogdanovic in P3, right behind him, the black cart. The IAME powered kart Republic of Andaruti. Then behind him is Coluccio. The rest of the field stream through. Down the hill, Andaruti on the back of Bogdanovic. Watch Coluccio also. Self-explanatory, the warning at the bottom of your screen there for Maya. Just mentioned her in P15, head of Bastian Bus. Will Luigi throw it down the inside? They are starting to reel in Noah Milel, the Swede in second spot. Joseph Turney though, 1.1 seconds. Look at his lead. 30, 40 metres at the far part of the circuit, the never ending. Effectively, it's a right-hand sweeper onto the new part of the circuit. Andaruti richens the mixture on the IAME engine. The 125cc still puts more fuel as they hit 16,000 RPM, near on 130 kilometres an hour on the main straight here at Lonato. Turney with a fantastic lead. The Tony Karts run 1 and 2 here at Lonato. Superheat 1. In fact, the Tony Karts are 1, 2, 3 because the Ward Racing entry of Bogdanovic is also a Vortex-powered green kart. Coluccio, 3rd in the World Championships last year, runs in position number 5. He goes by Andaruti, who slips back a spot. The young Swiss driver that we saw briefly on the grid a few moments ago. 1/3 race distance, okay, superheat. Retirements, Bertini Kohler, we saw that on that corner right there on the first lap. And Jan Fulson, also the German in the Sodi kart, is also out. Morgato in position number 6, head of Levinsky, and another of the Birla karts. The Dutchman, super impressive. Just behind the Brazilian there. Bortoleto moves his way up in position number 8, ahead of Catanini Small. Aski in 11th, head of Lorenzo Fluxa. Rasmus Yutsimis, Eduardo Villa in the TV kart. Position number 14 of Maya Veg rounds out the 15 still. Just mentioning Eduardo Villa in the Tibi kart. We go back to the first ever running of the Winter Cup in 1996. Oscar Tami won the race in a Vortex-powered Tibi kart 24 years ago. There he goes through the black and green machine. Going down the hill, so Eduardo Villa, can he emulate Oscar Tami, who won in 1996, the first ever running of the Winter Cup in a Tibi kart? Turney in the green kart. How many times have Tony Kart won the Winter Cup? Plenty. And he may well add his name to that list this afternoon. Down by the grandstand. The main straight that actually keeps left and right but from a driver's point of view, it's virtually flat, virtually straight, even though it's got an enormous kink that leads into the never-ending right-hand sweeper. Andaruti has got by Beganovic. And as Matthias Morgato, Levinsky, there's Bortoletto going through. Lorenzo Fluxa, the driver from Mallorca in Spain. Position number 11. He's just been passed by Kayaski, the Brit for Ricky Flynn Motorsport. The far part of the circuit, the new cut-through part. Back to the old days. You remember watching the old videos which still circulate on YouTube. The Hong Kong Kart Grand Prix. Strange to see, but they used the cut-through part for the formation laps at those events until the CIK outlawed it quite a few decades ago. Permission being given to use the cut-through part of the circuit. Much safer, cleaner starting procedure here at Lonato. Reminiscent of the old days when they just used to cut through the circuit, indeed all of international karting in the 60s, 70s, 80s, even early 90s until it was outlawed. And now they use the cut-through part of the circuit for the formation laps, just like once upon a time. Turney on his way to victory in Superheat 1, you would think. Completes lap number 9 right now. His gap is 1.6 seconds. As Leandro Andaruti throws down a 47.494. Fastest lap of the race for the Swiss driver. Ahead of him, you're watching Luigi Coluccio, the young Italian in the Birolart. He won at this circuit just 6 months ago in the WSK Open Cup right here at Lonato. Took a spectacular victory on that day. Also for the Birolart team, of course, where he finished third in the World Championships. There's Kirill Small going down the hill, incidentally. Cosmic card of Rasmus Yutsimis ahead of Meyer, Sebastian Ogard, and Bastian Bus up into position 15. Ahead of the Dutchman Dilano, Federico Albanese, Kobe Powles, Nico Hanke, and Yassin Farati. Coluccio on the back of Noah Millel wants to get that extra point for the Superheat, ensuring a start for the final right at the pointy end. A glimpse in the background, unfortunately, the CRG 231 of Danny Catanini, the Auto Europeo kart, the Italian, is a retirement. You saw the black kart parked on the grass. He joins Jan Fusen and Leonardo Bertini-Cola as the 3 retirements from this one. 31 drivers still circulating. The race being led by Joseph Turney as Coluccio goes down the inside. Oh, che bravo questo ragazzo. Davanti lo svedese Noe Millel. What a move from a mile back. Leandro Andaruti. Can he also take the Super Swede? Millel covers his line. He looks behind. The Swiss driver is right there, Noah. And Luigi is pulling away. Spectacular move. Joseph Turney on his way to victory, you would think, here at Lonato. 3.5 laps remaining. A magical move by Coluccio. There's the lead from Joseph Turney. The Birolart now runs in position number 2. Noe Millel has now been passed. You see the black kart reminiscent of Kit in Knight Rider. The Lanari Racing Team kart runs in position number 3. Millel from 2nd to 3rd, back to 4th. Dynamite Dino Beganovic. And then the first of the boys from Brazil, Matthias Morgato, as Maya comes to a stop. Oh, a disaster for the Dutch girl. No, Maya furious as she steps out of the kart. Maya Veg is out. She was up in position number 12. Her first ever race in the Senior OK category. Winner of the WSK Final Cup at Adria 2 years ago. Maya Veg joins the list of retirements, which now also include the German Nico Hanke, Danny Catanini, Jan Fusen, and Leonardo Bertini-Cola. Fluxa moves up a spot. The Spanish driver in position number 10. A lap and a half now remaining. There's the black and silver kart, Lanari Racing from Switzerland. Leandro in position number 3. Gabriel Bortoleto had an engine failure in qualifying. Didn't set a time, had to come from grid number 70 in the heats. And I can tell you, the boys from Brazil are running in position 5 with Matheus Morgato and Gabriel Bortoleto in position number 7. Os meninos do Brasil, Morgato and Bortoleto. Joseph Turney, JT from MK. Turney from Milton Keynes in England for the Tony Kart racing team. On his final lap, superheat number 1, looking good for the final this afternoon. The Vortex powered green kart. Our live coverage on southgardakarting.it. Also the Facebook page of the South Garda Karting Circuit. Thank you for joining us. And if you're from Great Britain, more importantly, if you're from England, you're about to see your driver Joseph Turney cross the line and win superheat number 1 here at Lonato. The checkered flag comes out. JT from MK takes the win here this morning. Second place, Luigi Coluccio. Leandro Andaruti, P3, Milel 4. Head of Morgato, Levinsky, Bortoleto, Kirill Small, Kayaski into 9. And Lorenzo Fluxa from Mallorca rounds out the 10. We go into Parc Ferme. There is Coluccio, 224. I suoi genitori, Sassà, Laura, stanno guardando da maglie. Il tuo ragazzo ha fatto benissimo. Secondo, ma il pilota inglese ha vinto, Joseph Turney. Turney wins the 224. Birilat, second place. Andaruti. How about the Lanari Racing Team driver? We saw him on the grid. Great drive for the young boy from Switzerland. Comes home in position number 3. The Miami-powered Kart Republic. Behind him, there's Noah Millel, second for much of the race. Finishes in position number 4. In fact, the 273 kart, that was Turney, the race winner. There is Noah Millel, whose uncle Johnny won the World Championship at this very circuit in 1996. There's Turney, takes the win for Tony Kart as we check the results. Coluccio, Andaruti, Noah Millel, P4. Os meninos do Brasil, Morgato, P5. And Bortoleto, P7, split by the Dutchman. David Levinsky, Kirill Small, Kayaski, and Lorenzo Fluxa, the Spaniard, rounds out the 10. Bad luck for Maya Vega. Disaster, in fact. She joins Nico Hanke. Also Danny Catanini, Jan Fulson, and Bertini Cola as the retirements. As we take a look at the highlights of Superheat number 1. There's Bertini Cola going round on the very first lap after just 400 metres of Superheat 1. Lucky not to be collected. Joseph Turney from England, from pole position, took the lead from the start. From there, they didn't see which way he went. Coluccio with the move of the race, going through on Millel. There's Maya, a disaster, and she's furious. Quite rightly so. Turney absolutely untroubled on his way to victory. Coluccio second, and Andaruti P3. Superheat number 1 here at Lonato. A spectacular sunny day for the 24th running of the Winter Cup here at Lonato. We'll take a short break. Okay, Superheat number 2 in just a few moments. Back with the 24th running of the Winter Cup here in Lonato very, very shortly.